Đinh ra hồ Tây sông và nước chiều mai, đụng đinh ra hồ Tây sông và nước chiều mai, đụng đinh ra hồ Tây sông và nước, đụng đinh ra hồ Tây.
Lime is Chang in Vietnamese, which is like a wordplay for Dan Chang, and box means beatbox. And instead of B-O-X, it's B-O-C-X, and with a little tone on the top, just to have some Vietnamese tiny little note. My name is Chua.
And I'm Tùng.
I grew up with traditional music. My dad loved it. He played it all the time, to the point that I hated it. But then because it's kind of like an implant thing, I play the Dan Chang, which is like the Vietnamese harp or the long zither. I also play bass guitar, and I also play the microphone.
I play the scallop guitar and I do production for the band.
Actually, working with two people, it's so much easier than working with, a band of 5 or a band of 6, because scheduling, logistically, and two people, it's always very easy to organize like a production.
This is our studio. When we don't do interviews, we usually just play right here.
The TV is for obviously Netflix and all the entertainments, and can also be our mutual mixing screen. Oh, inspiration for lyrics, mostly like traditional poetry. I quite like the subtlety of the traditional poetry back in the days, where people felt like they couldn't, really say much. So they try to put in quite a lot of metaphors and trying to use this to imply that.
I usually get inspired when I drive. It's a kind of routine I made for myself. I was riding my bike one day when I thought we should make a song about gambling, so I rushed home to tell Chua about it. Chơi thế được à?
Được đấy, nào đây, nào.
The one I record myself, running to like a resonator, a reverb, and then some processing, and with it off, it's just like the sound of the chord shuffling onto the table.
Do you play a dry without the effect?
Here, here's the dry. I have a sound of the chord hitting the table as a layer for the snare somewhere, I think. Like, back. I thought because of the songs depict card games, it could be a nice touch. Someday, like some dude could like listening to the song high or something, so like kind of like not really focusing on it. Maybe he'll catch it, and then I think that make me happy.
For me, being at home, I feel like I can experiment much more compared to being in a studio. Being in a studio feels like I have a deadline. I would usually need to prepare and need to make sure that I play my parts well and I do my parts well. Because in the studio, when you mess up, it's quite pressure.
I also share the fear of like coming to a studio session and not being ready, and then doesn't make anything done by the time.
And then it costs.
And it costs a lot.
Dan Cheng is like a totally acoustic instrument, and so is vocal. So we want to capture sounds from different angles of the instruments. If you only get the sound coming from one angle, it wouldn't sound natural, or it would sound very flat.
I used to go to the Vietnam National Academy of Music, and I learned classical guitar. My full course, it takes like 7 years, and I made it to 5 years. I felt very claustrophobic.
Some academics, they think we're humiliating the traditional music and not spreading the music in the right way.
They're quite critical about our technique of playing, since it's not the traditional way of playing the Dan Cheng or the scallop guitar.
From an academic standpoint, I get that view. We're not really contributing anything to the folk sound itself. We're not really preserving in its original, traditional form. We're just, like borrowing elements of the music and the sound and then spreading it. I mean, each person's point of view is different. Some do see it as preserving, some people don't. People in the past would have enjoyed very traditional music. Young people like us though, it can be really tiring and long to sit through a traditional music concert. I really don't want to create that kind of vibe. I want my song to be short and concise and still carry the same vibe to the younger audience, so I can make them like the traditional music the way that I do. I love traditional music myself, but to choose what I do with it, it's a different story. The freedom of creating and the boundary of creativity is limitless. Like experimenting is always fun and can take you to, very amazing places. And we're very thankful for all the opportunities that we've got to be able to spread our music out there. We don't want to just be treated as museum or just like a novelty. We'd like to be treated as music.
working on Limeboćx is not me like sitting alone with one guitar, like playing like 30 sheets of music. Every song for me is like a puzzle piece that kind of revealing itself as we produce it. I feel more free.